The deficit's at an all-time high as carbon emissions fill the sky, and North Korea's firing bombs as political accusations fly, and California just got hit by a swarm of killer bees. And now you tell me there's a fucking global disease. COVID-19, COVID-19. I've been sitting here in quarantine while the nightly news tells deadly tales of COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19. Could you spare some hydroxychloroquine? 'Cause I think that I've got COVID-19. COVID-19, COVID-19. Take another shot of Listerine as we raise our glasses high again to COVID-19, COVID-19, COVID-19. I had sex with Candy Finkelstein in a dream I had about COVID-19. And I can't wait till I'm dead from COVID-19. One day she's got a boyfriend, the next day she's engaged, and then she says she's married. Girl, why are you playing these mind games? Love games, head games, brain games, mind benders, brain twisters. She's playing with my mind. I saw her on the street with another guy. Funny 'cause she told me she didn't want to be in a relationship. Mind games, love games, head games, word games, brain twisters, mind busters. She's playing with my mind. Word quizzes, brain busters, trivia questions, puzzle conundrums, jigsaw puzzles, crossword puzzles, Sudoku, word search. He was a star, but he didn't get far. That's the way of fortune and fame. Yeah, he was funny, made lots of money, but you can't remember his name. And if you see me out on the street, buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. He went to parties and he met starlets, even had a wife or two. Those were the good days, those were the old days, but now those days are through. And if you see me out on the street, buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. It was November, or maybe December. She saw him on a TV show. He did a guest spot, and then she remembered his name was Hollywood Joe. And if you see me out on the street, buy me a cup of coffee, put me back on my feet. cup of coffee put me back on my feet. Well, I'd rather be all alone than to have my heart broken. I could live on a deserted island as long as there was food. And I'd rather just waste away than to spend my life thinking about the choices that I've made and how I'd change them if I could.
Testing. Check. Check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check. Test. Testing. Check. Test. 1, 2, 2. 2. Help. Help. Computer, volume 10. Computer, what is the weather?
The current weather is 82 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can look for partly sunny weather, with a high of 89 degrees and a low of 65 degrees.
Computer, what does match velocity mean in the game Outer Wilds?
In the game Outer Wilds, match velocity is a hidden statistic that governs the travel speed of a projectile, namely the number of pixels it moves forward on its trajectory every tick.
Hello everybody and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be teaching you how to make Henry's homemade fried eggs pesto, otherwise known as pesto fried eggs. Actually, it's only known as pesto fried eggs. I said it the wrong way the first time. Let's take a look at some of our alerts here. Ouija Board, B-O-R-E-D, has resubscribed for 12 months. Thank you, Ouija Board. M. Cariotti has resubscribed for 15 months. Hey, Henry, it's been a great 15 months of recipes and music. I've also learned a lot about big spice and its influence on inflation. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if those are exactly related, but I do know that look, every major industry is going to be starting to, once they gain a lot of power, they're able to influence the way that we behave. And there is a spice that I didn't realize until several years into teaching cooking called allspice, and it literally has all the spices you're ever going to need in one jar. So here you are out there buying cinnamon or whatever, and it's going to take you 10 years to go through all that because you only use tiny bits of cinnamon. And then meanwhile, there's this one called allspice. You could just put it in there and then it's covered. You'd have to put the other ingredients in there also. But thank you, Michelle C. And also, I'm noticing that this background was given to us by you. Wait, I'm sorry. I think you're the same as on Discord as Michelle C. I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong about that. Or maybe if I'm right about it, just tell me that I'm wrong. Lowa69420 says, is it eggs pesto fried or fried pesto eggs? I'm very confused. As long as all the words are in there somewhere, you should be fine. Dark Aegis says it'd be cool if there was something called all food that you could just put into a bowl and heat it up, and it could be anything. Yeah, I think that's called a dump cake. We've made that. Okay. Fromlock says, when will Big Henry influence us? I'm working on it. This cooking explaining thing is only the beginning of a whole journey. M. Cariotti says, I'm not anonymous, though. Okay. Yeah, M. Cariotti and Michelle C. Yeah, Anonymous is the organization that does hacking jobs to people who are generally disliked in society. Sort of a modern-day digital Robin Hood. And they also wrote the song Greensleeves in the Renaissance area. You can check that on Wikipedia. And they also, every now and then, will give us some donations. Tar Heel Cole 13 says, Henry, Caitlin's kitchen is sleeping, and I cannot get her to wake up. Please start yelling and hollering as to cause alarm for her. Caitlin's kitchen. Wake up. We're cooking. Lacey T says, Henry, I'm so glad I got to catch the stream today. I've been working a lot and missing the streams. I've been starving because no one has told me what to cook. Yeah, I'm very apologetic about that, and we have a few more alerts I'm going to read here, but I just want to say a sincere thank you to all the folks that came out to the shows. I did shows in Park City, Utah, and it was a beautiful weekend. I got to meet users like Jaffe. Jaffe came all the way from Arizona, and Michelle Hafey and Josiah from the band Orca Mind that I'm a big fan of here on Twitch. Orca Mind, all one word. And also got to meet Kalamazoo Dog. And it's just, it was incredible. And there were other users there as well. And please make yourself known. But those are the ones that I remember talking to and getting their names. So anyway, we had a great time. It was fantastic. Nella Wallen says, I was there. Okay, you didn't make yourself known to me. Next time, come on up. Say hi. Remember, the next show that I'm going to be doing. Oh, Kalamazoo Dog. No, I have not tried the coffee, but I cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm looking very forward to it. Because I haven't run out of my coffee yet. Okay. Fromlock says, Henry, random question. Feel free to ignore if you don't want to answer. Which Olympic sport would you participate in if you had the chance to train for it? If I had the chance to train for it, which Olympic sport would I participate in? They do have golf, right? Now, I'm not good at it, but I like it. I started playing a year ago. Unfortunately, I herniated a fractal muscle or something. But I did it in the very first hour of playing. So, in a way, it's kind of like having an old injury that I'm working through. But it just happened. Hold on, everybody. We're going to check in on my cat roast beef here. And I know I have more alerts here that we're going to get to. So let's make sure this is working. So roast beef has been enjoying this area. We're gonna get there. Hold on a sec. I'm sorry, buddy. Well, that was a bad idea. He was sleeping comfortably, and now I just awoke the beast. And I wish I had not. Because now he's going to be a problem. Once again, Kalamazoo Dog, this is the coffee that you gave me. Thank you so much for bringing this. I can't wait. As soon as I'm out of beans here on the old one. The Light Side of the Moon. Dried mango cocoa, honey-like sweetness, Cafe Ibis, coffee roasting company. I can't wait. This is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks again, Kalamazoo Dog. Very kind of you. Tar Heel Cole 13 says, Henry, thank you for your assistance. Caitlin's Kitchen is awake. Yeah, everybody join in here. We've got 178 viewers. We need to get that number up a little bit. But let's go down here. Cole GPT has subscribed. Thank you, Cole GPT. I appreciate that. And Mochi's Nirvana resubscribed at the tier 3 level. Mochi's Nirvana is also a VIP member or user for 27 months. Amazing. Ouija board. Again, thank you. M. Cariotti resubscribing. Bean Curds 1312 has subscribed. That's awesome. Mac Daddy has resubscribed for 7 months. Says, hope you had a great Sunday. Can't wait to see what's going on today. Watching with coworkers today. Okay, cool. Thanks, Mac Daddy. We also have another person who watches with coworkers, and that's Caffeinated Kath. So we'll see. See what kind of NSFW stuff happens here with the people watching with their coworkers. Just a couple more here. The Chunks has resubscribed for 8 months and says, in your absence, you were missed. Now that you're back, we can continue cooking. Yeah, thank goodness, because otherwise people get hungry. Dark Ages has resubscribed for 18 months, and Hank Boozle resubscribed for 7 months and says, I hope I can keep using. Yeah, remember, it's never too late to become a user. Just go to the Discord and start signing up for all the channels or whatever. Scuba Steve 361 has resubscribed for 5 months and says, have you ever dined at Grabondes? Or Grabondes? No, is that like some kind of a Latin American or South American type restaurant? Grabondes. It sounds very exotic. Okay, Fromlock says, chat, be nice. Dark Ages says, oh no. Hank Boozle says, it's Canadian. Phantom Parakeet says, not again. Love Litchi says, they're a type of nuts. Grab-on-D's nuts? I've never heard of that. I'm sure I'd like to try them. It's just, I'm not familiar. Okay. Let's go ahead and maybe we should do some music now at this point. But I do want to say sincere thanks to the folks that came out to the show. That was a lot of funny. I mean, that was a lot of fun. I read the word funny while I was saying the word fun, and it came out funny, which is kind of funny. Let's check in again. Oh yeah, so roast beef now is no longer in his place. But that was a cute place, you gotta admit. He likes to hang out under the sink. If that's not the cutest place ever, I will eat my own shit. Dark Ages says it was probably a bit of both. Okay. That was probably reference to something earlier. And by the way, I also want to say, we will be playing more Outer Wilds. I'm not a quitter. The only time you'll ever see me quit something is if it gets too hard. And Outer Wilds definitely was very hard, so I might quit it today. But I'm going to go ahead and give it another shot today because it really looks like such an awesome game. Kalamazoo Dog says, I recommend a live Henry Phillips show to every single user in the chat. Well, thank you very much. I really had a blast, and it was very nice to see everybody. Okay. All right. Let's put the reverb on. Check. 1, 2, 2. Everyone type Borson says, hi Henry, Borson here. I can't get on my main account today. All are Borson. Wait, is that true? Because there is a conspiracy theory that every user on this platform is Borsonvin, our resident Frenchman. And a lot of times it seems to compute because there's a lot of strange activity in the chat when people bring that up. But I'm not usually a fan of conspiracy theories. I think that they're a little bit, it's easier to believe the non-conspiracy theory to me most of the time. I do think that there is, I wouldn't call it a conspiracy when an industry like spice gets so big that they start trying to buy off legislators and things like that. But that's just called capitalism, I guess, or America. It's just, once you get a lot of money, of course you're going to try to influence things to stay the way that they are. And that's what the spice industry has done. If you look at cumin, paprika, it's now called paprika. I always thought it was pampika. But these are spices that nobody would have ever even thought of, known what they were, much less put it in their food, even 5 years ago. But now you're seeing it all the time because somebody realized that they were sitting on a big giant pile of cumin, or what's the other one, pampika. Sorry, my brain just short-circuited there. Some say, Jay, Henry looking handsome today. Thank you very much. All right, I think it's time to do a music song. Or a song, I guess. Have you ever had that where your brain just sort of short circuits? I just had that. Because I'm trying to read the chat, I'm trying to make sure the guitar's in tune, and I'm also talking about Big Spice all at the same time, and then my brain just kind of exploded. Okay, so we have some requests here. We've got a request from, this is a nice one from It's Kate. Oh boy. Roast beef is going to try to ruin this, but I'm not going to let it happen. Okay, we have reverb. You can hear me, you can see me. Thanks again, M. Cariotti, for this background image. I think we're going to change it up though. Michelle C. Let's go ahead and use the one that It's Kate sent us. So we're going to do a song requested by It's Kate, and also we're going to use a picture that was given to us by It's Kate. This is amazing. This is a picture of roast beef hanging out on a beam as one of those old-timey construction workers. Here we go. Mega Gildy says, it's been 22 months. When are the hives from my addiction supposed to go away? I'm not sure, but thanks for resubscribing. And Franz Schubert resubscribed for 27 months. Okay, this is a song by a little band I like to call the Beatles. 4 mop tops from Liverpool called the Beatles, as opposed to the many other mop top bands that came from Liverpool. Usually when somebody says that, they're talking about the Beatles. But there could have been other ones too, but here we go. Blackbird sitting in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. I think they stole that from Mr. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. sitting in the dead of night. Singing in the dead, not sitting. What am I doing? Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. Gotta do the awkward scroll down. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dark black night, into the light of the black night. I can't get as high as Paul McCartney does there. Paul McCartney, one of the best voices in the history of rock and roll. Mine, one of the worst. I'm not even in the history of rock and roll, that's how bad it is. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. I almost said the dread of night. That's a darker word. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. Another Mr. line. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Okay, thanks, It's Kate, and thanks for this cool picture of roast beef chilling on a, is that a beam? Kurt Cocaine says, ain't it crazy that he never covered Teen Spirit? That is kind of weird that Paul McCartney never covered that, because they were sort of the inventors of the rock and roll connection to Teen Spirit. You used to see those teenage girls screaming when the Beatles were, and I don't know, some people say that those people were hired crisis actors, and but you'd see girls screaming when the Beatles were on stage, almost as if they were having some kind of an aneurysm or something like that, and that was just the power of rock and roll on teenagers. I went to a Hanson concert once in the 90s, and screamed my head off, and my throat was damaged for several years, and that's why I have kind of a shitty voice. Ouija board, B-O-R-E-D, says, I plan on doing the same when I finally see Henry live. Yeah, come on down. And by the way, if you want to be like Kalamazoo Dog and bring me some coffee beans, or it can be ground, I will not turn those away. Even if it puts me over the allotted size of my baggage to be a carry-on, I will check a bag for coffee. And checking a bag, if you're flying in and out of LAX, is no small feat. Speaking of feet, you have to take your shoes off still, just because one guy 23 years ago or whatever decided that he wanted to be an asshole. Okay. Let's see what's next here. We've got other songs to do, but I want to see if there's any alerts. Anonymous, our friends Anonymous, gifted a tier 1 sub to Impatient LOL. Thank you very much, Anonymous, and welcome Impatient LOL to the usership. Kairosa, chat, you heard it here first. In order to meet Henry, you need to gift him a bag of coffee first. Yeah, that makes it sound like it's a video game or something. Tugs Nug says that guy decided to take off his shoes on a plane so people would smell his stinky feet. No, I think this was like, it was the shoe bomber or something, but maybe that's what it was. Caitlin's Kitchen says, I like to let my toes air out in the airport. Yeah, I mean, I thought that's why they called it the airport, because it's a place you let your toes air out. All right. Thanks, Kalamazoo Dog. Quest completed. Everyone type force and says, how did they get the chicken to fry my steak? I'm confuzzled. Boy, you're making me hungry there. Chicken fried steak sounds amazing. Okay. Thank you, It's Kate, for all that you do and also for giving us that cool song request and once again this amazing picture of roast beef defying gravity or defying the fear of gravity or whatever, heights. JV's text sends us a picture of a family enjoying what seems to be a flood. I like it. I want to party with this family. It seems like life is giving them lemons and they are turning it into lemonade. And that's what you gotta do. Okay. What else do we got here? We've got Dark Ages. Gave us this beautiful picture of what appears to be a campfire. Okay, my pine nuts were sort of in the way. I want to push these down because they're ruining the pictures. Okay, maybe we'll use this as the background. We have a request from JB's Tech here. Dark Ages says, this is a caption. I just realized you're playing Outer Wilds today, and of course this was probably a few days ago, last week, and I should have themed my submission accordingly, but it might be too late now. Well, here's one anyway. A photo of Lisi sitting at a campfire at a spot we found near Silverton, Colorado. Oh, so is this Outer Wilds themed? Because the whole game does start with a campfire where you're cooking marshmallows, and it looks very much like this. So it does have Outer Wilds vibes from Locke. Okay. So we're learning all kinds of great things today, and let's go ahead and do our next song, which was requested to us by JV's Tech. This is I guess you could say this is sort of the opposite of the Beatles. It's a band from the 90s that had one song, and it was sort of okay, as opposed to the Beatles, which was sublime. Not the band Sublime, but the adjective sublime. Okay, so this song was called Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry. I'm not sure what Eagle Eye Cherry is up to now. For all I know, he could be some big famous producer or something like that. Or he could be a cooking explainer, and none of us are the wiser. But here we go. Lou Vlucci says, need more viewers. Shaking my head. Henry deserves more. Thanks, Lou Vlucci. Let's see. We've got 208 viewers. You know, that's respectable. There was a time 2 years ago that we had 1,000 viewers, so it's actually a lot less. The Omnivious says, Henry, whenever I fry eggs, they just turn into scrambled eggs. Any advice? I would say you must be scrambling them during the process at some point. Velcola, hi Henry, hope you're doing well. Or Velhokala. Velhokala, hope you're doing well as well. I'm doing well. Ransom GR, I heard some of your viewers talking shit the other day. Uh-oh. Well, that's certainly acceptable. I don't want to get in the way of anything anybody has to say in terms of comments. I've been called a lot of things. Douche canoe comes to mind. What was the other one? Twat waffle. But that's the internet. And that's actually my family. Scuba Steve 361, are you putting them into a deep fryer? No, I won't be doing that. But anyway, I'm getting distracted here. Let's go ahead and get to our next song, Save Tonight by Eagle Eye Cherry. Eagle Eye Cherry, this goes out to you wherever you are. It's probably in a time warp where it's always the 90s. According to Wikipedia, Eagle Eye Cherry is still making albums. Good for him. Super Potatoes 1989. Thanks very much for that. That's the other song. So let's try to get into this here. gonna hold you tonight. Well, we know I'm going away, and how I wish it weren't so. Take this wine and drink with me. Let's delay our misery. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, 'cause tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. This sounds a lot like Sheena. What was it? Sheila E. He wants to live a glamorous life without love. It ain't much. But nobody knows that one anyway. But I think they stole it. Every decade you can steal a song from the previous. Nobody remembers. There's a log on the fire, and it burns like me for you. Tomorrow comes with one desire, to take me away, it's true. It ain't easy to say goodbye. Darling, please don't start to cry, 'cause girl, you know I got to go. And Lord, I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Solo. Tomorrow comes to take me away. I wish that I could stay. Girl, you know I got to go. Oh, Lord, I wish it wasn't so. I wish it wasn't so. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn. Save tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Boy, it says repeat 38 times. Is that a joke? That's way too many times, but I guess we're gonna do it. Save tonight. Fight the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. Save tonight. Computer, what time is it?
The
Come
time is
tomorrow.
11:32 a.m.
Tomorrow. What? Computer, what time is it?
It's 11:32 a.m.
Oh, okay. I thought it said it's 2 a.m. I was like, what's going on? I was freaking out because the sun being out at 2 a.m. in Southern California would have been a very alarming thing. M. Cariotti says, you will finish this song tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be done, yeah, tonight. That's true. Piss Baby says, I am high and cannot focus. My wisdom teeth just got taken out. Thank you for healing me, Henry. Thank you very much. Eternally Missed says, wait, you're American? For some reason I thought you were British. Well, that's, I don't think it'd be my accent. I've been told I have a standard Californian accent a little bit, but I do have a very British name, Henry Phillips. As a matter of fact, my first name is shared by many kings of England. You can read about them in Shakespeare. Henry V comes to mind. Henry VIII. These are just two, and there's many, many more. I think there's like, I don't know, 7 more, 5, 6 more. Okay, all right, everybody, we're getting off here. We better focus. We've got a lot of work to do today. I think I'm going to pour myself a cup of coffee. First, a little water. I'm feeling a little dehydrated. If you want to know what we're going to be making here today, I'll show you. It's called Pesto fried eggs, and it looks delicious. So, real quick, let's check in on my cat, roast beef, see if he went back to his spot. No, he's done with his spot, so whatever. We'll put the camera on him eventually, but I don't want to mess with him. We'll just go through a couple more of the pictures here. And I think there's probably a couple of alerts too, but other than that, we've got a picture from, just one more picture from JV's Tech. Wow, this is a fun one. I like it. Four Wheelers resubscribed for 20 months. Thank you so much, Four Wheelers. Eagle Eye Lanu Cherry is his birth name. Badass. I did not know that. For all I know, he's probably got a bunch of other awesome songs, but from my perspective, he's what they call a one-hit wonder, which is a derogatory term, but it shouldn't be, because any one of us would be more than happy to have a hit song that plays on the radio for our whole lives, because you'd make enough money that you could retire and just go see the world. So there's nothing derogatory, but it also makes it so I don't feel bad making the joke about it, because it's not really a person that you feel bad for, because you know, like Tommy Two-Tone, who made 8675301, literally shitting money, and I'm not even using that as an expression or something. I heard that he literally shits money. Hacklin says, "Ich bin," it looks like it's in German. Schnabelter. I can't join your stream very often, but when I can, it's a delight. Oh, thanks very much, Hacklin. I really appreciate you. And you resubscribed for 27 months. Very nice of you. Very kind. Mochi's Nirvana says, think it might be 5309. Wait, did I not say 8675309? Maybe I said it, or maybe that's the time it is in military time. 5309. Computer, what's 5309 in military time?
0000 hours in military time is 12 a.m.
Okay. Mochi's Nirvana says, maybe I had a few edibles. Oh, exciting. Well, we're about to make something that hopefully is going to be edible today. And it's going to look like this. Whoops. That's not it. There it is. That's going to be our recipe that we're doing today. So let me take a quick peek at our, okay, computer, can you set the timer for 17 minutes?
For how long?
17 minutes. Calm down.
17 minutes, starting now.
Okay. All right, everybody. Let's get to work. Oh. Real quickly, I made an error. Forgot to put up the tier 3 subscribers, so I'm going to correct that right now. Okay. Toke My Nuts says, can this be made without pesto? I really don't think so. I think that the pesto is really the defining essential ingredient for this. You Fear Jazz says, that reach around looked like it hurt, Henry. Be careful. Yeah, it's very difficult for me to reach around just because I have a rotated fractal muscle or whatever. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, and I don't have my sign. What's happening to me? There was a famous, not cooking explainer, but just a general explainer named Mr. Rogers, who would literally put on his shoes on the camera. So maybe I don't feel as bad for getting a sign and putting it up, because this way it's sort of like you get to see me set up the show. Okay, well, welcome to Henry's Kitchen here. So let's talk a little bit about pesto fried eggs. Okay? It says here, cooking eggs in pesto is a great alternative to frying in butter, and it's an easy way to enhance their flavor. When the pesto is heated, the oil separates from the rest of the ingredients and gives your eggs crispy fried edges. While this dish is delicious on its own, try serving the eggs with sliced fresh tomatoes and mozzarella for a take on a caprese salad, or on toasted sourdough bread for a quick meal. You know what? I have mozzarella. I happen to have this from the latest Patreon video that I did with Francisco Ramos when we made arepas. So you can see that on Patreon. Oh yeah, Love Litchi, definitely the reverb is on. So River Bison, check one. When I was in Park City, they were having the annual art festival, and I did see a giant painting of River Bison, and I wanted to buy it just as a gag for you guys, but it was $6,800. That would have been an expensive gag. It's Kate X says, the guests on the videos have been great, Henry. Thank you so much, It's Kate X. I feel like I've been hogging up the camera this whole time, and it's fun to bring in some new faces, and so I think I'll be doing more of that. Dark Ages says, we've got fresh tomatoes from the garden, but I'm afraid they'd be rotten by the time I walk them over from Indiana. True, but you can always ship them, I think, and they might be here by the end of the stream. Okay, let's just get right into this here. The first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make pesto. And for that, I'm going to a whole other recipe. This is a recipe called, and excuse my language, but this is just what it's called, fuckindelicious.net. So, but it's spelled F-U-K-N delicious.net. So if I refer to it, please don't be offended by the language or whatever. I'm just reading it the way that it is. But it says here, I somehow always have extra basil on hand. So I have found myself making pesto on a weekly basis. It's one of the easiest things to make, we're going to find out, with the help of a food processor, and it requires so little ingredients. I think they meant so few ingredients because it's countable. Plus, having a jar of pesto in your fridge is always a lifesaver for those busy weeknights. All you have to do is cook up some pasta, slather on that pesto, and sprinkle on some Parmesan. Done and done. Okay, this person's just going on and on. So we're going to go ahead. You know what? I don't have a food processor, or I do, but it's too archived to bring it out. But I've been wanting to use this for a while. I think we could probably use this brick and mortar thing that you guys gave me. It's something we haven't really touched in a long time. This was a gift, I think, for my birthday or for the anniversary, but it's a brick and mortar, and you put your pesto in there and it pulses it or something. I don't know. But let's go ahead and do that instead of the food processor. I think that'll be fun. Okay. To make the pesto, combine the basil. Okay, so let's see how many ingredients. We want 1 cup of fresh basil leaves. So this is our cup. So I do have fresh basil leaves here. I guess we're going to have to sort of de-stem them. I'm not going to go crazy with the de-stemming. Life's too short. Computer, what's the worst thing that can happen to you if you eat the stem of basil?
Here's something I found on the web. Basil stem is generally considered to be safe to eat. Always contact a healthcare professional for specific concerns about allergies or dietary restrictions.
Okay, I might have to call a healthcare professional. What do they mean, like call a doctor? Like that's an easy thing to do? Oh yeah, I'm just going to call a doctor because they always answer, hey, what's up? I think there actually are services that do that now. Doctor.com or whatever. Toke My Nuts says you probably have to call 911. Yeah, I might. Maybe we'll do that in a little bit. We'll call 911 and ask them if stems are okay to eat. I'm sure they would enjoy that. Okay. So we've got some stems left over. We're going to ignore them, or we're going to discard them. Okay. I don't know if you can see here what's happening, but we've got everything here. That's that. Combine the basil, so we'll put the basil in there, and the garlic. So of garlic it wants 3 cloves. So how do we do that? Okay. Tar Heel Cole says, I ate basil stems once and ended up 40,000 feet in the air in a helicopter I stole. Wow. So basil is one of those. I don't know if that was basil. That might have been PCP, which is a very different type of herb. Hank Boozle says, Dr. Basil speaking. How can I help? Well, you're the one that we need to contact. Sakatumi says, Pesto fried the eggs. Yeah. Mem Cariotti says, I see the spatula that doubles as a kitty litter scoop. It's efficient. Yep. Everyone type force, and you're telling me a pesto fried your eggs? Okay, the chat is getting a little out of control here. I'm having some difficulty with this. But, you know, we here at Henry's Kitchen, and by we I just mean myself and my cat, we like to embrace when things don't go exactly smoothly, because I don't want a situation where you have a sense of false confidence. Just because you see me do something well on here doesn't mean that you can do it. Okay, so I'm going to now crush this. Where's my fucking garlic press? Like, seriously. Okay. It was in the dishwasher, and also it's not a good sign when you open your dishwasher and a fly flies out. I guess he was in captivity there. Get our garlic in there. I mean, I guess using a mortar and pestle is also the same as processing your food. A food processor is really kind of a misnomer, because processed foods has come to be known as foods that contain additives, you know, like Pepsi or something that adds aspartame or whatever. A food processor can still be a whole food if you just take a food like, I don't know, chickpeas or whatever and process them. It's still the same thing. Okay, I think we're just about done with the garlic. That was kind of a pain. I always like to scrape out the rest. We're already making a little bit of a mess here. And I know you have questions, and we're going to get to them. See if there's any alerts here. Rachel, NPC, gifted a tier 1 sub to Flying Starfish. Thank you. And the Dandy Trucker has resubscribed for 9 months. Says, sometimes I feel like a pesto fried egg. Well, and then sometimes you don't. Is the way the commercial used to go. Bibo Bobo says, why is cooking so complicated? Yeah, and remember, if you're not into doing all this, you could just go to McDonald's and get a burger and just be done with it and move on with your day. But we cook because the reason you want to cook instead of buying your food is because, well, the reason it's better to learn how to cook, the reason you want to learn how to cook is, I don't know, really. But, computer, what's a good reason to learn how to cook?
There are many good reasons to learn how to cook. One good reason is that it allows you to be more self-sufficient and independent, as you can cook for yourself without relying on others to do it for you.
Yeah.
Cooking also allows you to enjoy home-cooked meals and bond with family and friends. Additionally, cooking can be a rewarding hobby and a way to express creativity and experiment with different flavors and ingredients.
Okay, so that's what I meant to say. Sometimes the computer says it better than we do as humans, and that's why computers are better than we are. Flying Starfish, what kind of speaker is that? Google or Alexa? I've never heard someone address it as computer. Oh, we had to change it. You can actually change the trigger word on Alexa, because every time I said Alexa, it was setting off people's home devices. So we switched to computer. All right. Spectre Bullet says, what if you don't have any family or friends? Is that in reference to cooking or just in general? If you don't have any family or friends, you can become a cooking explainer. Container 520, Henry, if you cook to bond with family and friends, why is it always a portion for one? Well, because I'm cooking just to explain it, and my family and friends are non-present. Tabob says, pass food out. Okay. To random passers-by. Yeah, hey, Midnight Faded just resubscribed at Tier 3 for 9 months. Amazing. Thank you so much, Midnight Faded. And happy birthday right back to you. It's not my birthday, but thank you. Okay, computer, how much time left on the timer?
You have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on your 17-minute timer.
Okay, we better get going here. So we need our pine nuts. By the way, pine nuts, I found out, are extremely expensive. So I hope we're not going to use too many of these. This was like crazy, 15 bucks. So what are we doing here? In terms of pine nuts, we need 3 tablespoons. I'm going to go with 2 tablespoons because these are so expensive. I'm not necessarily looking to make some kind of gourmet situation here. I'm going to use this. There we go. That's plenty of pine nuts. And it also wants 1/3 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, which is this. Oh no, that's our egg. Okay, we're good. I should have gotten a lot of this stuff ready. I didn't. We're going to grate our cheese into this thing. We're doing a real Italian type thing here. It says it wants 1/3 of a cup. That's a lot. Wait a second. Parmesan, okay. I didn't realize this was going to be such a pain in the ass. This stuff is hard as rock. Is this cheese okay? Oh no, I've been actually grating plastic into my bowl. This is annoying. Computer, stop. Yeah, I'm done. Oh yeah, we got plenty there. Okay, and then it says to season with a little bit of salt and pepper. I know how to do that. And that you're just going to do it what they call to taste, which means you do it until you can taste it. Okay, let's see how we're doing. We have 4 minutes. Computer, set timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
Game Master Flash says, does cheese get certified? What is the process? Is it just that athlete doing the splits on it? Oh, getting certified? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the process is. An athlete doing the splits on your cheese doesn't sound awesome to me. I'm legitimately worried that I actually shaved plastic into my brick and mortar thing, but whatever. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the next step, which is we're going to use this thing. And we're just going to mix it all up. So this is literally the same thing that a food processor does, but we're using this tool. Computer, how long should you apply a brick and mortar?
Mortar is a cement-like substance used to bind bricks together. It should be applied to the bricks when they are still slightly damp. The mortar dries and hardens, creating a strong bond between the bricks. The amount of mortar needed depends on the thickness of the bricks and the type of mortar being used. It is important to use the right amount of mortar or the bricks may not bond properly and could fall apart.
Okay, so I think this is almost done in a weird way. The pine nuts are really turning into mush, which is hard for me because they cost about $15, so it's hard to destroy something that costs so much money. But that's kind of what you're doing when you're in the kitchen. Okay, so I think we have our pesto at this point, and I think we can put it on a little plate. Oh wait, no, we're supposed to put some oil in there too. How much? Add olive oil until emulsified. 1/3 of a cup? That's so much. Computer, how much time left?
You have 10 seconds left on your 3-minute timer.
Really? Because it's been more than 10 seconds. It's got to have been. Computer, stop timer. Okay, everybody. As part of my commitment to the platform that we call Twitch, we're going to show an ad. If you're a subscriber, you won't see the ad. Game Master Flash just donated $15. Thank you so much, Game Master Flash. That's very kind of you. And it says, I'll cover the pine nuts, King. Wow, you just did. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Well, we're going to go ahead and show this ad to the unsubs, but the rest of us are going to hang out. Maybe I'll reposition the roast beef cam so people can see what he's up to. That's always good for some extra views. So without further ado, here is a 3-minute ad of something that is based on your previous ad interest viewing history. Okay. Okay, so the unsubs are currently watching an ad. Container 520 says $15 donation means no ads, Pog. Yeah. Ouija board says beef cam. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna do the beef cam. So maybe we'll find a little video or something that we can watch in the meantime while I'm setting up the camera. Hi. Are you tired of traveling? Gridlock traffic, long lines at the airport, overstuffing your carry-on to avoid predatory baggage fees, brown feces water coming out of your hotel faucet? Just do what I do. Don't travel. Just stay home and never leave the house. Okay. So there's that ad. And I've got the roast beef cam currently hooked up to roast beef. A little close up. In fact, I don't know what part of that is. Is that his tail? Okay. Poor old guy's breathing pretty heavy, but he's breathing. He's a very old cat. Okay, all right, everybody. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup here. A lot of people don't know that you can take a paper towel and use that to do basic cleanup. So I'll put this over here. We're going to put our garlic away. Computer, how much time left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Oh yeah, that's right. Whoa, Mochi, one of our VIP users here, has just donated $24.20 to Henry's Kitchen. Thank you so much, Mochi. Always keep explaining the kitchen, please, Henry. Oxygen for beef, yeah. He's become very efficient at taking in oxygen. I think that's called your vital inhalation rate. Thank you, Mochi, for that tip. That's wonderful of you, and we're very appreciative, myself and roast beef. Okay, let's see how much time is left here. Yeah, it looks like the unsubs are back. Okay, so if you're just joining us, we've made pesto, which I've got in this brick and mortar thing here. And we're going to put this on a separate plate. I was going to do a little bit of cleanup, but since everybody's back, let's not bother with that right now. Let's just put our pesto on a plate. It's going to be a little tricky to try to extract as much pesto as possible. Okay, is that it? Is that as much as we could there? Testing. Okay, let's go ahead now and put the rest of it in. I kind of went into sound check mode there, just sort of as habit. Once again, I can't thank you enough, Jaffe, Michelle Hafey and Josiah from Orca Mind. Kalamazoo Dog, who not only came to the show in Park City, but also brought me coffee. I just appreciate it so much. It always warms my heart to see users out there when I'm doing these appearances. And I'll be doing one September 21st in Naperville, Illinois. It's going to be huge. Danny's Pub. Naperville, Illinois apparently is one of the fastest growing cities in America. Which sounds like a scary thing, like, you know, something from Alice in Wonderland or something like that. But I think in the case of a city, it's supposed to be good. Okay, so if anybody wants to look at the pesto that we made here, that's it. And we did it with a brick and mortar, which was gifted to me by you, the users of Henry's Kitchen. And thanks for that. Now it's time to move on to our next order of business. This thing's very heavy, by the way. Did I not pour coffee? I didn't even pour coffee. I was going to have coffee. This is turning into one of those recipes that's taking forever. Blurry Little Quest says we should get Henry a tool for churning butter too. That would be interesting. Tubob says don't drop it on your foot. Yeah, you don't want to drop that thing on your foot unless you're wearing boots. Okay, M. Cariotti says, I'm having afternoon tea. Well, I'm having, I guess it's not quite afternoon. Yeah, it is. It's 5 minutes afternoon coffee. Flying Starfish Henry, what is your favorite kind of tea? There was one that, oh yeah, it's called Throat Coat. From that. It's like from one of these health wellness type companies. Throat Coat. Jolly Austin says Throat Goat. No, it's not Throat Goat. Throat Greatest of All Time. You got it. Flying Starfish says Celestial Seasonings. That's exactly what it is. Okay, let's move on here. Thanks again, Mochi, for that tip. That's very kind of you. And let's see what we've got here. So we've made our pesto, so that enables us now to go to the next level, which is going to be to make the pesto fried eggs. Remember, we didn't have pesto. We had to make pesto from scratch. So now we're going to continue on with the recipe, the real recipe, which is pesto fried eggs. So it says here, spread the pesto in an even layer on an 8-inch non-stick skillet, which I believe I have. Hold on a second. This is my skillet, and I believe it's exactly 8 inches. Actually, this is a 10-inch one. I don't know how that's going to affect us. I think we might end up with a slightly thinner film on the bottom, but I think we could probably, I think it'll be okay. I hope. Spread the pesto in an even layer in an 8-inch non-stick skillet. That part I've got. This is a killer non-stick skillet from a company called Green Pan, and they don't sponsor me, but I wish they did because it's freaking awesome. Okay, we have a real problem already here because there's no way that this is going to spread thin enough to cover the 10-inch bottom of the pan. So we're just going to have to do the best that we can with what we've got, which is all you really can do when you're in the kitchen. Remember, there's people that cook amazing food with shitty equipment. I saw a guy make homemade tableside guacamole with toothpicks when I was a kid. Okay, what is that? What is this? Oh, I think that's a piece of Parmesan cheese that was never grated. Well, now it's going to be a little weird, I think, but whatever. Okay, so this is the best we can do. We've spread it out, but there's a lot of gaps in it, but that's okay. Next up, another quick check-in on roast beef. Whoa, Jolly Austin just donated $15, which is exactly the same price as the pine nuts. And it says here, for the garbanzo beans. Oh, okay, well now I can get pine nuts and garbanzos. So I guess you could say my proverbial cup of nuts runneth over. JSBX fan observed that the timing of the meow was perfect to the cut of roast beef. Yeah, I did not plan that. Although there are some people that would say I don't believe in coincidences, but that's silly. Every now and then two things happen at the same time. I don't know what they mean when they say that. It's actually kind of scary because usually the same people that say that do believe in things like Bigfoot. Okay, and I don't want to offend people that like Bigfoot or that believe in him or whatever. Okay, what's happening? What are we doing? Who am I? Okay, pesto, fried eggs. Spread the pesto into an even layer in an 8-inch, and we used a 10-inch non-stick skillet. We did that. Bring to a gentle simmer over medium-low, 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so we're going to have to do some organizing. Our good friend Chef Reactions, who we're going to have to do another collab with at some point, but he's very busy. But our good friend Chef Reactions has told us that probably the only cooking sort of faux pas that we commit here at Henry's Kitchen is the fact that I don't really use counter space very well. But other than that, it's nice to have a peer in the cooking profession who can you can sort of bond with. And we have our disagreements about things culinary related, but for the most part, we're on the same page in the cooking world. JSBX fan says, for what it's worth, Chef Reactions might have a bigger workspace. That's true. Let me know also if anybody wants to research and see if Chef Reactions is streaming today, because I'd be more than happy to do a raid. Midnight Faded. Wow, that's incredible. Midnight Faded just tipped $15 and said happy birthday. Thank you so much, Midnight Faded. I'm going to say it is not my birthday, but you know what? I'm going to keep that $15 anyway for when it is my birthday. So thank you very much. That's very kind of you, and it was great to meet you in Peoria, Illinois. And hopefully, I think you are coming to Naperville, so that's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. Lacey T gifted a tier 1 sub to Kraft Jalapeno. Or Jalapeno, sorry. Okay. So I think we're just about there. So what did it say? It said it wanted us to bring to a gentle simmer over medium-low heat. So how do we do that now? Well, I have this infrared stove thing. We're going to turn it on. So this goes up to 1100, little Spinal Tap reference there. It goes to 1100, which is the highest, but it says it wants it on medium-low. So medium would be half, 550. Low would be, I guess, 100. So we want the average between 100. Computer, what is the average between 100 and 550?
From coolconversion.com. If you divide 550 by 100, you get 5.5, a decimal number.
That's not what I asked. Does anybody have an answer? Computer, what is the average of 100 and 550?
From coolconversion.com. If you divide 550 by 100, you get 5.5, a decimal number.
Okay, Container 520 says 355. John Rando says 325, and so does Seabay. I don't know. Maybe we'll do 337. Either way, it sounds like it's all in the same ballpark, and this thing doesn't get that specific. So currently at 1100, I'm gonna make it go down to. Would you believe it goes from 200 to 400? So it skips all that area in between. I'm just gonna stick to 400. 420 number 420 says hi, Henry. Hi, 420 number 420. Okay, so it turns out we did a lot of math for nothing because it only goes to 400. So we just could have approximated it. Okay, 1 to 2 minutes. Computer, how much time is left? Computer, how much time is left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Okay, well that was my bad. So computer, can we set a timer for 1 minute? Computer, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Okay, this is where stress starts happening here. I don't want to go all Gordon Ramsay on the computer, but it might have to happen. Dark Horse 6 says an awful lot of attitude coming from the computer today. Yeah, I don't think the computer knows that time is money. Okay, now we're going to add our eggs on top of the pesto. So let's take a look at the picture here. Fuck. Hold on a sec. There we go. So this is our picture of our eggs. So we want to emulate that. We've got the pesto and we want to pour the eggs on there. I don't know how they kept it so perfectly intact. It might be AI, but we're going to add these eggs on top of the pesto. Computer, stop. Computer, stop. And we're going to season it with salt and pepper. Computer, stop. Computer, stop. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. I don't know how this is going to go. Like that. Okay. We're feeling good. And then it wants us to brush it with a little bit of pepper. Oh, I skipped something. Do not add pepper yet. Continue to cook until the the egg whites are just set and the oil has separated from the pesto. 3 to 4 minutes. Computer, set timer for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Fabio donated $5. Thank you, Fabio. Also, computer, set timer for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Computer, set timer for 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
3 minutes and 30 seconds, starting now.
I guess you can't say it in a rude voice, but sometimes that's the way it is in the kitchen. It's not personal. You got to get stuff going, because we lost a solid 30 seconds on that. And if you look at this, it kind of looks like shit compared to what we're going for here. So I'm hoping it sort of corrects itself in the cooking process, but I don't want another failure here today. Okay, Fabio says, pro tip for users, be careful if you attempt one of Henry's recipes. He's a professional cooking explainer, and cooking is one of the hardest things you can attempt. It's very true, and I'm glad that you realize that. If it were easy, then they wouldn't call it cooking. They'd call it some kind of fun, happy fun stuff or whatever, JB's JSBX fan says that's probably glue and paper mache dyed green in the example pic. Yeah, that's true. That is something we do know. Kurt Cocaine showed us that in a video on Discord, that when you look at the example pics, a lot of times they use props. But I think nowadays they probably more likely use AI. So now I'm going to put a little bit of salt on there, even though we already did salt. That was way too much salt, by the way. That might have ruined it right there. Okay, so let's see what it wants to do next. Arch Bounds resubscribed for 26 months. Thanks, Arch Bounds. Watching Henry on me birthday. Is it your birthday? Well, we're going to have to do the birthday song for you. Arch Bounds. Computer, how much time left?
You have 1 minute and 30 seconds left on your 3-minute and 30-second timer.
Reverb on. Check 1, 2. We always have time for a birthday here. It's nobody's birthday. No need for candles on the cake. It's nobody's birthday. Just a big mistake. It's nobody's birthday. No need to buy anybody any rounds, 'cause it's nobody's birthday but a user named Archbounds. No, it's nobody's birthday but Archbounds. Okay. Computer, how much time left?
You have 10 seconds left on your 3-minute and 30-second timer.
Dr. Crappenshit says, hey Henry, I'm going to use some leftover deviled eggs for this recipe. I got them from my food-themed church picnic. Computer, stop. Last weekend, the holy guacamole went over well, but everyone avoided the eggs for some reason. Oh. Well, I'm not sure what went wrong. I'll have to review our deviled eggs recipe. It could be church people in general don't like things with the word devil in them. Okay, Frank the Tank 936 simply says, Steve Buscemi, eggs. Toke My Nuts says, it's best to keep your expectations minimal when cooking. That's true. Thank you, Toke My Nuts, for your wisdom. And M. Cariati says, is also dangerous. Cooking is also dangerous. I once set my microwave on fire. Yeah. Well, we had a weird microwave experience here, too. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we're done now. So it says remove from the heat. So I think that just means turn it off, right? So let's turn it off. And then it says cover with a tight-fitting lid and let it sit until the whites are set and the yolks are runny. says it wants a tight fitting lid. That's not it. Damn it. Okay. They should standardize all the sizes of those things. That one's perfect. Okay, good. All right, that's set. What do we do now? Oh yeah, mozzarella cheese we have. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. We've kind of made a huge mess here. And I know you guys have questions. I will be getting to your questions. We didn't use the chain mail today. We didn't need it. Thank God. Okay. So let's just kind of put all these dishes away. Because we want to clean this up because we're going to be playing our game in just a second here. Clean up in real time is the way you go. That way you're not being a slob. Here we go. Let's put these extremely expensive pine nuts away. Salt, which we used way too much of. We're going to have to clean our brick and mortar, which is going to be very difficult. Tape measure. Quick check on roast beef. Still breathing heavily. Sleeping. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's check in with you guys and see what's going on. Super Sigma 200 says, "Hey Henry, sorry for being late. How was the tour?" The tour was fantastic. I was in Park City, Utah. I'm exhausted because it was I drove because I don't quite have the budget to fly yet. But I got to meet Michelle Hafey and Josiah from Orca Mind, as well as Joffe from Arizona, and also Kalamazoo Dog, who interestingly enough is not in Kalamazoo. I believe he's there in Utah. So it was great. It was great to meet everybody. And I had a blast. So if you want to come to the next shows coming up, hey, there's Joffe. Yeah. Thanks again for coming, Joffe. And if you want to see pictures or if you just want to see some of the chatting about the tour, you can go to the Discord. And there's also tour dates. We have Naperville, Illinois coming up. Very excited about Fairfield, Connecticut. That's going to be October 11th, and that's a big theater show. So I need to figure out how to get famous between now and then so we can get people out to the show, because it holds several hundred people. And then after that, I believe St. Louis, but I'm not allowed to announce it yet. And working on getting Petaluma on the books also. Kai Rosa says, "So cool to see some of the users uniting. Here's to many more." Absolutely. Caitlin's Kitchen, very pumped to see you in Naperville. Thanks. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Naperville's going to be a blast. All right, well, I think it's ready to eat. It's time to ready. Let's do it. Yeah, the venue, you're right, Hank Boozle. The venue does look awesome. Okay, so let's get a plate here. Okay, so this is our eggs, pesto eggs, or pesto fried eggs, if you want to compare it to what the one in the picture looks like. And people have brought up some pretty good points. A lot of times these photo shoots that they do, they use prop eggs. So those aren't even real. Like nobody would have eggs that look that awesome. So they use some kind of props. Or nowadays they do it with AI. And thank you, M. Cariotti says mine look real. Well, because mine are real and we made them right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and scoop these up with a scooper. And you know, I made it even less presentational there because now I covered up the yolk. So what we ended up with here is something that looks a little more like just regular eggs that you would get at like a shitty diner or something, as opposed to, you know, but we're used to it. We know that it never really looks much like the picture. I'm gonna try to flip it with my fork. Wouldn't you know it, I don't have a fork. Hold on. Oh yeah, look, that looks nice. These are still intact. There we go. Okay. I think this is respectable. We're going to try it, and hopefully it's going to taste good. But also, I'm going to put some cheese on there because it said you could put some mozzarella cheese on there if you're looking to have sort of a caprizio situation. So there you have it. Put our cheese away. I don't see, yeah, Hank Boozle says this looks pro as fuck. It really does. Wait, is River Bison? The River Bison? Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, check one. Well, now for the important part, let's see how it tastes. Wow, I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant on a day where they're really busy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Something's very spicy in there. What did we do that's spicy? Oh, the pepper maybe? That was just black pepper though. All right, we did it. Woo! Woo! We made some really good eggs today. Check this out. It totally looks like what they have at the restaurant. Probably need 2 utensils for this because it keeps sliding off my fork. Space Meal says, looks like a couple of eggs. Woo! Yeah, it really does. This is really good. I'm actually really digging this. I think I might have reached a new echelon in my cooking because I don't know if this is French. What pesto sauce? Computer, where does pesto come from?
Pesto originates from the Italian region of Liguria, more precisely from the city of Genoa. It is a traditional sauce made with fresh basil leaves, Parmesan cheese, pine nuts, garlic, olive oil, and salt.
That's exactly what we
The ingredients are
did.
blended together to create a smooth, creamy sauce with a rich flavor. Pesto is often used as a garnish for pastas, sandwiches, and as a spread for bread. It is a versatile sauce
Okay.
that can be adapted to
Computer,
different recipes.
stop. Always just goes a little too long to where it's not fun anymore. Fat Honger gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, Fat Honger. That's wonderful of you. If anybody's curious about our sub count, we're at 334 subscribers, and I think that's very respectable. Got my coffee? Yeah, that's right, JSBX fan. Thanks for asking. Tar Heel Cole 13, are you at the Rainforest Cafe? What was that sound? Yeah, I'm not sure what that sound effect is. I think that was some of the moderators and the high tier users put together some of those sound effects. So let's see. We also have here Frank the Tank 936 cheered 200 bits. Thanks, Frank the Tank. And Munch Hotel resubscribed for 22 months. Thank you. And Anonymous gifted a tier 1 sub to Mr. Reverbs. Dazzlecat says, or were we hacked by Anonymous? That could be. All right, one last look before I polish off these eggs. This is crazy how good these are. This is really one of the best things we've ever made. Or maybe I'm just getting better. But I'm going to have more. All right. So we still have a couple of orders of business today. One, I want to do my thank you song. And then the other thing is I want to play a little bit of Outer Wilds. Computer, how much time is left? Never mind. Computer, never mind. I wonder if passive aggression works on computers. Computer, I was going to ask you a question, but you seem too busy, so just never mind. Yeah, getting the silent treatment there. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. Mm-hmm. It's all gone. That's the most I've ever eaten of a Henry's Kitchen meal on stream. So yeah, if you are hungry, M. Cariotti, I recommend homemade pesto fried eggs. This was good. Snisku says Henry will be the first victim to the robot uprising. Yeah, I have some bad karma coming to me for sure. So if you want to see what theirs looks like, well, look, theirs is still in the pan. But mine was so delicious that it's gone, because that's what happens to good food when it's on a plate. You eat it. Whereas theirs is just all about the picture. So I'd rather eat food than look at it. I don't think I'm the first one to say that. I think that was Winston Churchill. Okay, I'm going to have some water though, because something is a little spicy in there. Here's a water glass. Well, I'm in a good mood. That was great. Kev KG says it's the plastic dissolving in your trachea. That's right, I forgot there was some plastic in there that I didn't peel the plastic off the Parmesan cheese, and I was grating it into my brick and mortar thing. Kurt Cocaine says as he drank, everything got even redder. Yeah. Okay. So let's grab our guitar here. Put on some reverb. Check, 1, 2. Are we daring enough to use the Blackbird chords under the thank you song? Let's see. Flock and dingo bobbed on beef. Hot bear 1110 do dingle dog goggle. Dr. Flanges Bacchus. Shane yes Beelzebub. Mochi's Nirvana it's Kate Kairosa. Bumble Vision and the LGX. Chef Reactions Bill Larkin Music Husky Boyo. Nim Moon Amaru S-Man Bonnie 2 Dazzle Cat Blurry Little Quest Borson Van. Don't forget Quanto Game Master Flash Cat Food Taste Tester. Cheer Next Mochi's Nirvana Red Hot Hibachi Ransom GR Purple Donut Fillings Fruit Tangerton Borson Van. Zodiac Tone Carry Busey ASMR Shandes Nova Glary Hunt. Zodbane Toke My Nuts Saguaro Ooh Burrito 555555 Dinosaur JV's Tag Sickly Boy Beelzebub and Headlips 1 Yarcasm Nico Tazo Michael Bublé 4422 Passion Error Minho Shin 64 Midnight Faded JSBX Man and don't forget Quanto. Space Meal, is Quanto still breeding a family? I believe so. Tar Heel Cold 13, is Quanto still deep inside his breeding mission? I miss Quanto. Quanto joins in when he can, and I'm sure he's the resident breeder of the Henry's Kitchen community, and we appreciate that. So let's go ahead now and start our game. Is Dark Ages there? Whoa. Dark Ages is the one who requested this game. It's an awesome game. Oh, there you are. I'm going to be needing to lean on you. I do have questions, so I'm going to try my hardest to do better at the game, but I would definitely like it if we had some help from you. Wait, what's going on here?
There's something broken inside of me, something no one else can see. Something hurts and it's way down deep. I think there's something wrong with me. There's something broken inside.
This is so weird. Sorry, I'm just enjoying this weirdness.
No one else can see. Something hurts and it's way down deep.
Okay, enough of that playing around. Thanks Spare Parts 2 for that really warped version of the Henry's Kitchen theme song, Help Me Make It Through the Night by Jose Suicidio. Or is it Suicidio? Okay, thanks again. Next up, let me get rid of Bono there. Hold on. We're going to have to get the game set up. So here we go. Super Sigma 200, can you tell Suicidio that I'm a huge fan? Yes, will do. Okay, so the game we're about to play is called Outer Wilds. It's an awesome game. I'm not very good at games in general, so I did a horrible version of it last time, but I want a rematch. So I'm going to start the game from the beginning. I've done a little bit of reading about it and a little bit of research, but not much in the way of playing. So I'm hoping that if I do get stuck, anybody out there who has played the game can help me out. So let's go ahead and start the game. Let me do studio mode here. Okay. Quit. All progress will be lost. That's what we want. Yes. And I'm going to turn on desktop audio so everybody can hear everything. Let me know if it's too loud. Okay, do we have the game? Like people can hear it and you can see it. Okay, all right, looking good. Thank you, it's Kate. Thanks, everybody. JSBX fan says river bison. Check one. Did that fix it? Okay, so there's some nice music here. Here we go. New expedition. I'm going to really try to have a good attitude about this. Okay, it starts with wake up and I have to push E. Which one is E on here? See, now I have X, Y, B, A. Already we have a problem. Oh. I think it switches to a different lettering system. Okay. That's the kind of thing we're going to have problems here and there, so I need your help. Okay, so we're waking up in this forest area that looks a lot like the picture that Dark Ages sent us. We can roast a marshmallow. Get used to moving around here, I get it. Move the stick, extend the stick. Burn a marshmallow. And put away. Then there's this guy. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So it's launch day. Okay, so this is part of the story here. We've got, apparently I'm a pilot, and I'm going to do some, Dark Ages says, so question, do we have the knowledge of the code at this point, or did it start over entirely? Sorry, I started over, but I remember how we did it. We just went to the top. I hope that's not going to be a problem. Suddenly here you are leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get this beauty? All systems go. Yeah. If you wreck this ship, I'm not building you a new one. Alright. I am going to speed through some of this because we did this before. Space Meal says starting over is not a problem in this game. Okay. Well, the other thing, Dark Ages, is that I think that last time I skipped over a lot of the stuff in the town. So just for anybody who's watching now, there's this launch area, but I have to get the launch codes. A to jump. This guy can't jump nearly as high as the cat in Stray. But that's because he's not a cat, I don't think. This guy. See, like, we didn't talk to this guy. Hey, it's you. Slate said you're blasting off in your ship. I'm really excited to see the launch. Is the music too loud? Let me know, please. I'm finding it a little loud. Oh, okay. Dark Ages says the 0G cave is 100% to get you ready for the flight mechanics. Okay. And didn't we skip that? I remember seeing that. Hey, I'm still going. You better be. It's been forever since anyone launched into space. I really want to see it. Okay, well, let's do it really bad. Okay, we get it, dude. Hey, you want to try out my model ship? Slate says it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. I want to practice with a pro before I leave. You're just saying that. Try to land on one of the geyser pools. Show me what you got. Okay, here's a question for you guys in chat. So there's always three things that I can say, and I'm one of those OCD people that I want to hear his response to everything. Is that necessary? Because that might drive me nuts. I hear you and Slate beefed up the model ship. Can I see it? Yeah, we calibrated the controls and installed better thrusters. Dark Ages says it's not necessary at all, but play how you want. Okay. That's the way I usually play. I try to cover every base, but that makes these things last a long time and sometimes get tedious. Space Meal says this game is all about paying attention to stuff. Okay, well then I'm screwed. Want to give it a test drive. Slate says it's just like the real thing. Okay. Try to land on the geyser pool. The geyser pool. Did we leave anything? Okay, so fly the model ship. Okay, so in the top right, there's some controls here. I can leave. Horizontal thrust with the left button. Down, up thrust. Awesome. Okay, and then I can reset it. So it said land on the geyser pool. I'm going to go on the record and say it's a little hard to control for me anyway, because I'm not a big gamer. All right, I'm going to reset. Where's the geyser pool? Oh man, it's been a while since I've caught a stream. Is Henry a gamer now? Is there nothing this man can't do? That's from Crazy Cat Lady 66. No, I'm trying. Okay, I need some help here. What am I doing? Okay, you got to be really ginger with the controls. Just tap them a bit, but yeah. As Space Meal says, it's tough. Okay, good. I'm glad to know it's not. Oh, did I just see a geyser? What's happening? Okay. There's a geyser. Okay. All right. So, you know, I might go do something else because this is the kind of thing that's not necessarily high quality entertainment. Okay, I just have to be very okay, here we go. Oh, I did it, huh? What does that mean? Beelzebub. That's why I had to miss most of the stream. Oh no, okay. I guess I have to reset. I think I did the geyser pool. I think perspective is the part that I'm at. So I imagine this is some kind of training. Oh! You got blown up by the geyser. Okay, I think we did that. Alright, thanks Stark Aegis. Yeah, I think I'm getting the feel for it. Nice. How high can I go up? Wow, can I go into orbit? Pretty cool. Okay. All right. We did that. That was fun. I'm going to leave. So now, does this guy give me new information? Wow, that was just like the time the external fuel tank exploded on re-entry. You'll be okay flying the big one, right? I don't think so. We came from there. See, this is what we didn't do last time, is talk to everybody and get all the info. Heyo, hatchling. I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure among the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gossin open up a bottle of the good stuff. That sounds good to me. I'm only seeking adventure amongst one star, actually. Other stars are too far away. Another metaphor ruined in the name of scientific accuracy. Are these two flirting with each other? Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy your travels. Good luck. Wait, now I gotta see what the other one was. Any new dirt? I'm hoping to teach Esker to tap trees next time they return from the Addle Rock. If they'll bring me lunar sap, I can attempt moonwine. That sounds like a mission. Alexander Dean says I would like to have a bottle of the good stuff right now. You're right, Alexander Dean. In fact, I would settle for the shitty stuff. The bacon schlager. Hans von Sauerkraut says other stars are too far away. Guy has clearly not seen Henry's last stream. Absolutely. Oh, the astronaut returns. What are you up to? I just finished sealing up another batch of sap from wine for aging. I like to begin aging a batch on the day of a significant occasion. That's why there's so many bottles labeled structural collapse and house fire. Okay, I don't know what any of that meant, but that's okay. Let's see where else there is to discover. What's this guy? You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? They really don't explode as often anymore. All I know is between the space program and Micah's model rockets, things seem to burn to the ground around here more than they used to. This projector is linked to our Sky Shutter satellite, which is currently orbiting Timber Hearth. The satellite is equipped with 2 onboard cameras. See if you can take a snapshot of our village. Okay? Nice. Okay. This pilot seat used by pioneering astronaut Feldspar is all that remains of our inaugural flight into space. Space Meal says this game is cozy as fuck. It deserves like hours of playing sessions. Although it's been argued such distinction requires breathtakingly liberal definition of flight, that day will nevertheless always be remembered as a landmark achievement in the Harthian history. Okay, so some other guy before me tried to do this mission and sucked at it, I guess. And doesn't look like there's anything of interest here. So time to move on. Yeah, this is pretty cozy. I think we had an alert here. Let me just check. Don't worry, everybody. We're going to go... Alexander Dean gifted a tier 1 sub to Space Meal. Thank you so much. And then Space Meal, yeah, was the one who said it was a cozy game, I believe. All right. I just want to make sure I give credit, and I'm going to try to do it when they come up on the screen. So let's get back to our game. Sorry about that. And let's resume. What's this guy? So it's launch day, huh? Hal's gonna miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it, and the platform those ships launch from is getting old. Isn't it about time you built a new, less flammable one? I don't know. That big tree in the village would be perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program, say the word. The current tree is fine. Bebo Bobo says, how were the fried eggs? They were amazing. That was one of the best dishes we've ever made. I mean, if you want to see, they're literally gone. Compared to the one in the picture, which wasn't even good enough for somebody to eat. So, how do I get back to my variety? Okay. So, maybe someone needs a torch. This guy's boring. And I remember from last time, you can't go in any of these, I don't think. Talk to Ganice. Hello there, Space Cadet. I heard you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any of the other travelers, remind them to take proper care of their instruments. Tell me about the travelers' instruments. Oh, sure, I made all of their instruments, you know. Let me see. There's Church drums, Rebec's banjo, Gabbro's flute, and Feldspar's harmonica, of course, though Feldspar's been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Anyway, you hear music in space. That'll be one of the space programs, the other travelers. If you feel like company, you can pull out your signal scope and track them down. How do I pull out my signal scope? I guess it's something that's going to get explained. I see. So this is really just a big circle, I think. And then we head to the observatory, which is where we were. And you got to make sure you don't fall off this thing like I did last time. What do we got here? Hello, astronaut. If it isn't my favorite troublemaker. We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine won't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. Sure, let's play. I'm going to start yesing everything. Woohoo, okay, here are the rules. Galena and me will hide. It's supposed to be Galena and I will hide with these radios, but I guess they're kids. And you'll use your signal scope to find us. Last one to be found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting. So we're doing equip your signal scope. Oh, I see. It's like a detector. Can I jump up there? go. Literally don't know how to get to... Maybe I gotta get there from the bridge. I can zoom in. Okay, I think that's one of the people I'm looking for. Can I shoot him? Oh, you found me, but my hiding spot was super good. Don't forget, you have to find both of us. Okay, so this is great. So I think it's teaching me how to use this thing. I gotta get out of it. Am I upside down? How did I get here? Space Meal says this game has the most natural tutorial and is the best game ever. So, yeah, this feels right. It feels like I'm in a tutorial now, whereas last time I wasn't learning how to do the stuff because I think I just went right for it. So now I'm learning how to use this thing. And there's some controls. Change frequency. Wow, there's something 20,000 meters away. Oh, I get it. That's the banjo that she was talking about. Oh, nice. That's cool. Wait. Okay, I need to change that. Hide and seek, I see. There's a whole frequency. Alright, we gotta find the other hide and seek person. That's the one we already found. Ah, somewhere over here. This person's pretty good at hiding. Are they in the mountain? How do I get there? We tried to go around. Can I climb up? I feel like I could have... Alright, I'm gonna go back. Unknown. Here we go. I'm gonna try to do a jump. There we go. Ah, we got it. I won. I'm happy. Thanks for playing with us. Okay, that's it. Wow, you can jump pretty far, huh? You can jump off of roofs and stuff. Dark Ages, I'm a regular Mario. Yeah, it did feel a little Donkey Kongish. Alright, there was another guy up here somewhere. This guy. Fishing rhyme, singing helps me pass the time. Okay. You're leaving the crater. Guess we'll be a little busier without you around to lend a hand. That big water planet, Giant's Deep, that's where I'd go. Is that the one we went to where we got killed? One time after the rest of the village had left to sleep and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire, Gabbro told me about their first trip to Giant's Deep. Yeah, this is really important. I should have done all this last time. He's giving me basically instructions. They landed their ship easily enough in the waves but couldn't see too far down on account of how murky the water was. It was too dark. Gabriel wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. They went down and down, but suddenly Gabriel couldn't go any further. As though exercising a will of its own, the water was refusing to let Gabriel go deeper. It held Gabriel back, almost as if it were trying to protect them from something. And then in the terrible darkness, Gabbro saw it. The tentacle of some hideous beast. Is that true? Heard it from Gabbro himself. Gabbro can be a little fanciful, sure, but they aren't a liar. I mean, probably anyway. I guess if you want to know if the story's entirely true, you can go to the Giant's Deep for yourself. Well, yeah, let's go. So, you guys mentioned that I have to do... Oh yeah, we did that cave, didn't we? Is that where I had to put on the suit? Now I'm getting confused. Let's read this. Danger. Inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter, a strange and dangerous substance that's invisible to the naked eye. The good news is you can detect ghost matter with a camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful, will probably kill you. Don't complain if you hurt yourself fooling around from Hornfeld. I see, so if I use this camera... Oh, I see. So the camera allows you to see the matter that you can't see. Interesting. It's this guy. Hey, astronaut, you know this patch of ghost matter inside this fence. Gosen said it used to be a big when they were a hatchling because ghost matter evaporates. It just takes a super long time to go away. I hope there's still ghost matter in the village when I'm a grown-up. Ghost matter is awesome. Ghost matter will burn the heck out of you. I heard touching it hurts so bad it feels like your hand's on fire. Try not to walk in space. That sounds bad. Okay, so that's good to know. And now I don't have the option. Beast No Dag says green eggs from green eggs and ham. Yeah, that's basically exactly what we had. Oh yeah, this is that cave. Hey, I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? Right, like you weren't nervous. Hey, don't worry about it. Your nerves are between you and me and the vast endlessness of space. But really, you'll do fine out there. I'd worry more about that ship if I were you. Hopefully that lunatic Slate at least fixed the retro rockets. So there's a satellite, in quotes, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment. I think he means it is. Set up down in the 0G cave and in need of repairs. Yeah, I think we started doing this, but I felt like I would leave it, but I think we have to do it. If you're looking for a little last minute 0G practice, head to the lift, into the cave, or don't, as long as you're confident. No, I'm not confident. One repaired satellite coming up. Try not to concuss yourself before your first launch. Oh shit, wait. Computer, how much time is left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Uh-oh. We got to check out whether we're doing an ad. Yeah, no, the pre-roll is on. I think I'm just going to leave it on, and we won't show an ad for now. Okay. Let's go back to the game. Sorry, a little technical thing here. Okay, we're going to resume the game presently. So here we go. Resume. Okay, so we started doing this last time. Space Meal says, when in 0G, always press match velocity of selected things. I think it's good advice. Yeah, thanks for that. We found out, or I found out because I asked Alexa what it means. Computer, what does match velocity mean in the Outer Wilds game?
In Outer Wilds, match velocity refers to the ability to match the speed of a planet or celestial body in order to freely move around it. By matching the velocity of the planet, the player can travel along its surface and explore its surroundings without being pulled towards its center. This skill is essential for completing missions and exploring the game's universe.
So, I guess it's on the, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's on the presumption that celestial bodies are moving as the same as our ship is. So if we match velocity, we make it so that it's basically a non-issue. That would have been helpful last time. Okay, so we're going to don the suit. So we've got a fuel level, and it looks like oxygen. And down and up. Whoa, okay. Wow, that was way smoother than that other contraption that we were using. That thing was kind of annoying. All right, what's this guy say? Talk to Tough. Hey, nice of you to drop down. I'm getting some 0G time in. So you're getting in there in the cave. Hung. What? No, I'm fine. Great and fine. You don't look fine. Well, you know, I hate that cave, so I don't know why you're making me talk about it. Phew. Now I've got hand sweats. This guy's boring. All right, let's get out of here. So we have to explore down there. Do I just fly down there? Whoa. Okay. So we're looking for a satellite. Mad Led says he's not boring, he's just lonely. But the question is he boring because he's lonely, or is he lonely because he's boring? Komabuta says, if you are an explorer in the kitchen, you will enjoy this game. Well, I am an explorer in the kitchen. Oh, I think we're about to do the mission now. I have a little bit of a hard time getting my bearings, so I'm looking down right now. Whoa. See, this is not easy. 0 of 3 repair. Okay, so there's something broken there. Oh, what is that? There's match velocity, okay. Velocity matched. Okay. So this is what I needed to do last time when we were going to the ship. And then slow down. Oh, this makes total sense. This is great. I should have done this. I think we bailed because we were, or I was bored or didn't think it was necessary. So what do I do now? Hold X. Ah. I'd like to stay still. Oh, match velocity. That's staying still. There we go. So we have to find 2 more of those things. Hold A when you get close and you won't bounce away. Ah, okay. Yeah, that was confusing as hell to me before. All right, where are we going? Up. What does that say? L. Velocity matched. Sorry, it's still a little difficult for me here. X. We're doing it. I get it. All right, put me in space. I think I get it now. Oh yeah, conserving fuel. Yeah, I've got tons of fuel. That's good. All right, where's the next one? I just saw something flash. Is it inside? Ah. I see. So matching velocity. I get it. This is pretty awesome actually, but it's difficult. Hold down X. Wow, okay. We did it. I'm lost. Oh, there we go. Now I want to get back. Am I like in outer space? Wow. Okay, so now that's a little weird. Like, why did it feel like I was losing thrust? Oh, I see. I was pushing A. Maybe I don't know what A does. Oh, I'm elevating, but I'm bumping my head on the ceiling, I think. See, now I'm falling. There is some difficult stuff here. Okay, now I'm standing on a ledge. Oh, is that our friend over there? You need something? Just getting in some 0G time. That's the same stuff we saw. Just ricochet off the walls, spin around a lot, that kind of thing. That was too far, wasn't it? You're the worst. Okay. Is he bored because he's lonely, or lonely because he's bored? I'm slowly gaining gravity. What does that mean? Oh, I see the gravity there. What? Okay, I gotta get out of here. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I remember this. Return my suit. And we're done. Once again, want to thank Fat Honger for gifting us those 5 Tier 1 subs. Very kind of you. Dark Aegis, now you're a master of the jetpack. I'm ready to do more jetpacking. I like it. It's pretty fun. It's difficult, but I finally realize it's one of those things that you get a hang of. Okay. I think we're doing it. I think this is going to be, I mean, I don't know how many people are watching right now. I should check just for fun. I just want to check in with everybody for a second. 166 viewers, so certainly much fewer viewers are into watching the game, but I mean, the cooking's done. We killed it. It was amazing food. And if you want to stick around, let's all explore this game together. A few of you have already played it. I'll play a little bit more because I'm into it. I think it's going to be our game that we'll finish our streams with for a while. Jamesy says, my favorite game ever. Yeah, a lot of people are really, really into it. Jamesy says, I'm here for Outer Wilds. So maybe we'll get a new audience. I'm back from the chiropractor, says Kalamazoo Dog. Space Meal, Twitch viewer count fluctuates a lot. You're right. It's gone down ever since I've started talking. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to get back into it. So let me just see if I have any alerts to read out here. No, we're still in the same boat here. So let's go ahead back to the game now. If you're just joining us, we made ourselves some killer ass pesto fried eggs. And now we're playing a really fun game called Outer Wilds, which I think is the makers of Stray, or it's the same company. And it's got similar vibes to it. So, I think what's going on now? Do we have, nicely done. It'll be a little more stressful when you're herding through space. Hurdling, but just remember you're training and not hit anything big. I can see you're itching to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Best of luck. Hey, try to avoid getting yourself killed now that I've put so much time training you. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. We got a beautiful view here of this nice little village. Reminds me of the north rim of the Grand Canyon where they have that skywalk thing. Have we explored all this stuff though? Like there's something here. By the way, we learned don't fall off the side of the road, which should have been obvious. Talk to Moraine. Hello, astronaut. This is good weather for a launch, right? That's lucky. What are you up to? I'm using my signal scope to pick up sounds from distant planets. It's set to Outer Wilds Ventures frequency so I can pick up the traveler's music. Last night I heard Rebek's banjo. Yeah, we heard the banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets. It depends on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to put mine on here and see if we can hear something. Oh. That sounds more like a harmonica, right? And it's 28,000 meters away and going away. Now I realize that everything's got a velocity. I can also do hide and seek if I want to go. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, cool. So we've got this tool. Now, let's go up this thing. Let me read about it. Northwest, the Geyser Mountains. Young Bark Crater. Is that in space or is it just the Nome ruins? Oh, this is just on our own planet, I think. Quantum Grove Crater. Alright, what's going on here? Use the scout launcher. You can aim the launcher. Retrieve scout. Oh, hold. You fear Jazz because he helps people. Oh, Kalamazoo Dog says the highwayman is going to fit right in amongst the stars. Okay, so what exactly am I doing here now? Do I shoot that thing? Take a snapshot. Is a scout like a drone or something? You use the scout to scope out situations that might be too dangerous. It can also detect a ghost matter. Oh, I see. And then you can take it back. So with your picture, you keep taking pictures of stuff. Oh, and did I lose it? What's that thing? Okay, I can see how that would be interesting. Great. Let's get out of here. I'm kind of into the idea now of getting into the ship. So we have to get the launch codes from the observatory. Pinkish says, if I die in the game, do you die in real life? I think so, yeah. Nate612, I one time stubbed my toe and it was sad. Yeah, this is a great time to just sort of chime in with any kind of information that you're feeling. Wow, I'm going to peek over the waterfall here. No don't want to fall though. How far can I go? Nice. Boy, we've come a long way since Asteroids, which was my favorite game. That's the way down. Outer Wilds Ventures founding members clockwise: Hornfels, Gossen, Slate, and Feldspar. Outer Wilds Ventures Timberhurst's first and only space program was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the first Hearthian to intentionally be launched into space. They completed the first orbit around Timberhurst and later made the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Attlerock. Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh, buddy? It's the translator's tool inaugural flight, too. I'm so excited, it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any no-made text if you want anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it. Okay? Geez, don't break it. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous and I'm not even the one going to space. How are you feeling? I'm going to say I'm terrified. Don't let me make you nervous. You've been training for this day since we were hatchlings, remember? You'll do great. So what's the dirt? You here to see the Nome statue? You haven't heard? Gabbro brought it back with them from the Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Wait, I thought Hornfels was lost, no? Makes me wish we could see what a real live Nome looks like, but I guess this is as close as we'll ever get. Check it out. It looks like they had fur. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know, and for how old it is, it's in great shape. Geez, what is this guy going to talk for 15 minutes? I got a little carried away there. Go on. You have a ship to launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? Kairosa said, one time I was walking and another person was also walking down the same hallway, but in the other direction, walking towards me. We both kept trying to step out. Uh-oh, it's scrolling away. We did it a few more times before laughing it off, but I still think about it to this day. It sounds like it was a very fun situation. This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nome, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with our most detailed look at the Nome, who appear to be covered with a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that has been carved as part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea where this species came from or what happened to them. Okay. And then we have a classic museums type thing. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. Always be careful if somebody says that to you. Okay. The ground is perfectly level, so what do you think causes this spooky motion? The rotation of the planet? The answer is the moon. Oh, I was wrong. As it orbits our planet, the Attlerock's gravity pulls on objects from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. Future site of our next exhibit. Bunch of gobbledygook here. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. That sounds a little familiar. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If a star is massive enough, it will continue to fuse carbon into the heavier elements like iron. I have a sip of coffee. Do they allow coffee in this museum? Blazer X, you're telling me a Pesto fried those eggs? Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Church's observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. Sounds all too familiar to me. What is this? This anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to dark bramble. It appears well suited to living in dark places with minimal atmosphere. Minimal atmosphere. Is that one of our drones or whatever? Nomade technology brought back from space our astronauts has been great boon to Outer Wilds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear. For example, the little Scout boasts a warp retrieval capability. Oh yeah, we went through that. That has dramatically reduced the number of Scouts. Okay, well I think we've kind of done this. I don't know if we need to keep doing this. It's like I'm just going to be reading in a museum forever. This piece of Nome writing was essential to deciphering their language. Although this text is linear, Nome text often branches from a central point. This is like the Rosetta Stone or something. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. Okay, I think we're done here. Where do we get those launch codes, guys? Second floor? Oh, okay. This is a gravity distortion. Whoa. Oh, weird. Oh, wow, okay. A lot of... Oh, I see. So I go up to the top. Yeah, that's right. That sounds familiar. I got to get out of here. Am I upside down? Did I die? What's happening? Guys, nothing I'm doing is working. Oh, okay. I just had to kind of jump. I was walking on the wall. Okay, here we go. Let's get those launch codes and get out of here and go to space now that we know all about it. I feel like I just took a whole college course. Oh, this would have come in handy. Did we see this? So there's the sun. We know not to go near there. Giant's Deep, I think, is that planet that we did. Brittle Hollow, the Hourglass Twins, Timber Hearth. You can zoom out. Dark Bramble. I think I remember somebody talking about that. Giant's Deep. Okay. Let's close this map. Is this the launch codes? Oh, it's this guy. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations. and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be the first astronaut ever equipped with a no-made translator tool. I confess I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nome. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Do they mean Hal? What's your plan once you're in space? I'm going to go somewhere no one's gone. You'll have plenty of options to choose from. No one's ever landed on the interloper. Perhaps you'll be first. I must say, should you choose to go to Dark Bramble, be careful. No one's explored there either, for what you'll find for excellent reasons. I'm ready to get off this rock. Excellent. You'll be needing the launch codes. Here they are. Good luck. Okay, hornfels I was getting mixed up with feldspar. Tell me more about feldspar. Feldspar was one of the 4 founding members of Outer Wilds, along with our flight coach, Gossin, Slate the engineer, and me. As ground control and later museum curator, I didn't work with feldspar as closely as Slate and Gossin did. I can tell you feldspar was absolutely fearless, though. Nothing scared them. Test piloted everything Slate ever built. It's a wonder feldspar lived to see space, frankly, but they did. Flew all sorts of dangerous stunts and explored everything they could find, and then one day they just didn't come back. We don't know what happened or where feldspar went or even whether they're still alive. It's been a long time. Was there something else I needed? No, I'm totally good. I'm bored out of my mind. Let's go to the launch tower and get out of here. Or should we look at more museum artifacts for a little bit? Oh yeah, this guy. Oh yeah, I remember this. Creepy. Wait. My life is flashing through my eyes. That's what usually happened when I was dying. It begins again. Yes, Dark Ages. Okay. Well, we already read that. That didn't change, did it? Oh yeah, it's all that shit. Okay, we're doing this. Okay, so that was all. Oh wait, hey, so did you get a good look at the Nome statue? The statue looked at me and it's opened its eyes. Whoa, statue was doing what? Its eyes open? You saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around? You mean like a hallucination? Listen, no offense, but you're sure you're okay to launch medically? No, that statue is weird. But why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open and nothing like this ever happened to them. I don't think you're gonna get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabros said they were going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on, though. Maybe they'd be able to tell you more. On the other hand, Gabros, you know Gabro. So maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. Geez, now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use our translator tool to find out more about the statue. Good luck. Yeah. There's a lot of people that stop you here and just start talking. But I guess that's kind of like real life. Kinder Orphan says, did we just die? And everything after that is hallucinations? It doesn't feel like that to me. I think we're still alive. Who's this guy? Are you going to space today? And never coming back like Feldspar did? Don't worry, I'll come back. Hornsfelds will be sad if you don't come back. Makes them talk about Feldsor. You should make sure you don't get lost in space. Okay, thanks for that pick-me-up conversation. Okay. Looks like you're ready for takeoff. Excitement of a launch is fun, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Sorry. Whatever. Sometimes I feel like there's a joke that goes over my head. But that's normal. Okay, so this is our ship. And I think we just hop in. Everyone type force and says, do you have a quote plan for when you land on a new planet, like Neil Armstrong's? Yeah, let's try to get something ready. This is one small place that I'd like to build a kitchen. Maybe that's something like that. Is this the map? Oh, that's our planet. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, we have to use that suit when we get out of the ship. Okay. I guess this is it, right? R2 is liftoff. Yeah, it's exactly like that that thing. That model thing. Well, there's the sun. Last time we flew right into the sun, and that was not good. We can go there. Uh-oh. What happened? Did I just crash? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Exit ship to repair the thruster. Oh, maybe this is more tutorial stuff. I'm still on the same planet. Or am I? What's this? This strange rock moving around in this grotto appears to react to conscious observation. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabbro claims the rock exists in possible states that's observed. Oh, Dark Ages says I crashed into the museum. Ah, James E says you crashing was a scripted event, 100%. So I'm still in the tutorial, I guess. Whatever is actually happening, both sides of this debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. All right, I don't want to read more museum stuff. But this is saying I have to exit. Oh, All right, I'm open to advice. You need to repair the thrusters. Ah. Oh, I need to put the suit on. You're absolutely right. I see. What am I doing now? Wrong. This is good practice. You'll have to do it on other planets in the future. All right, how come I'm not elevating? Is there... Okay. This is, I want to be a good sport, but this is a little frustrating. My jetpack, hold A. Oh, you hold A. I see. All right, where's the thing now? I don't know why I blanked, but I didn't remember that you hold A. Okay. We did it. We repaired it. Okay, and then we want to let go of the suit. Is that right? Go back. Ready for launch. Thanks. James E. Holding A while thrusting upwards gives you a bigger boost. Okay, yeah, because when I was thrusting, it wasn't doing anything, but I feel like in the rehearsal it was. Unless I was mixing it up. Is that Giant's Deep? The Adel Rock. Oh, come on. I gotta do it again? What's happening? I'm going back. I don't want to go back. Here. Should I go on to this thing? Velocity matched. Autopilot. Oh, I see. The chunk says you're not escaping the gravitational pull of the planet. This looks like the Death Star. So we're going to land here, right? So I can land here, get out. Am I in space? Timber Hearth. Well, that's the planet that we just left. I want to go to a planet. What should I do? Kambuda says, nicely done. Thank you. I'm going to get out of here. I landed? Okay. So I can unbuckle and get out. We got to fix... oh, where is it? Oh, oh no. Oh no. This doesn't seem good. Alright, I died, it looks like. The all too familiar feeling of dying. Okay, well, you know what? Oh, forgot to suit up. Oh, you're right, Gumme Candy. Forgot to put on a damn suit. That's so... Now, yeah, it put me back to the beginning. Okay. Well, guys, this is one of the longer streams that we've done. I think this is a good time to break, but we'll pick it up again right here next time. Big Nesky, yeah, I forgot to put on a suit when I got out on the moon. That's probably the most rookie maneuver. It's not a suit, it's a space suit. Oh, yeah. No, I knew that. I didn't think it was like an Armani suit or whatever. Oh yeah, the stupid dress code. Nightcat, not a bot says. No, I don't mean that type of suit. Alright, let's get out of here. This is great. Thanks again, Dark Ages, for recommending the cool game. We're gonna get back into the kitchen here. So I can say goodbye. Today was a success. Not only did we eat all of that pesto egg thing, which was fucking delicious. Either that or I was extremely hungry. But we also played a game and had a really good time with it. A much better time than we did last time. And I'm ready to go back to space next time so that we can, you know, explore some more places in space now that I know how to do it. And I'm going to read up on it a little bit more. So in the Discord, that was pretty helpful stuff that you said, Dark Ages. What does it say here? Awesome stream, very fun. I'm going to try to beat Outer Wilds again before next stream so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, please do. Nella Wallen, see you, Henry, and users. Great stream. Thanks, everybody. And I want to remind everybody... that September 21st is Naperville, Illinois. It's near Chicago, so if you live anywhere within flying distance of Chicago, you should come. It's going to be a lot of fun. And also today I'm going to make the books, cookbooks available again on the website because we sold out. But I'm going to put them back on today because I got a whole new stock of them. And just a lot of great things going on here at Henry's Kitchen. Not great, but okay, you know. So I want to thank everybody. So, do we know, is Chef reaction? Oh, Chef isn't live. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just go ahead and sign off here. And just say thanks to everybody for joining me. Thanks again, Dark Ages. I think it's a really cool game, and I want to get better at it. Thanks for resubscribing for 18 months, Dark Ages, and thanks to all the tier 3 subscribers. Okay, Michelle Hafey is live. Okay, it's Kate X. Let's jump in on Michelle Hafey. So she is a singer, musician. They're in a band called Orca Mind with Josiah. They came to the show in Park City, and they're awesome people. So let's go ahead and do a raid on Michelle. And... I'll see everybody. Thank you, Dazzlecat. Thanks, Space Meal. Thank you very much for the encouraging words about it. I always feel a little sort of self-conscious when it comes to the whole gaming thing. So I appreciate that. And yeah, let's go ahead and do a raid for Michelle Hafey. I don't know if she's playing music or just chatting, but we'll see. Search. Oh yeah. Say hi to them. They're great musicians. I really enjoy watching their channel, and Josiah comes up with great chords and just very sophisticated, nice music. So thanks again, everybody. Gumme Kande says that was pretty cool. This is a good game, as well as being the eggs being a huge success. Awesome day, great stream, awesome users, much love. Thank you very much, Gumme Kande. And Kalamazoo Dog, thanks again for the coffee. Hell yeah. That's right, Kalamazoo Dog was there when we met them. So here we go. Thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hi, Iron, Sammy, Chaos, Poggin, and everybody else. Welcome, welcome.